Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to another Magazine Monday, and we are still in the Creative Stamping issue 66 magazine with this cool stamp set. I have it out of the package because I'm going to try something different with you all. But this is the stamp set. Let's see if I can do it a little bit better justice. Excuse the glare. So whenever I create videos, I always try to look back, rewatch the videos to make sure that you can see, hear, and everything like that. So I've noticed that when I've been coloring, the camera's been really, really high up. Excuse the hand gestures. It's like I'm talking to someone right in front of me. And I'm not sure if you're okay with that or if you would like to be like close in. So please leave a comment down in the comment section letting me know if you want to be zoomed in the color, or are you okay with like this angle. This angle is okay. When I lived in Mississippi, the angle was perfect, but I have a different desk. I have one of those artist desks. Not that I'm bragging, but I had begged the big roommate for this daggone desk. I begged him, begged. It's like a drafter's desk, and I hate it. But I'm using it because he bought it for me. He put it together. I cried to, not cried. I whined for him to put it together. I whined to get it. He had to, I think we ordered it online and it showed up, and I was just like, I want my desk, blah, 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 blah. So I'm here with the desk. I have another desk that I really, really love, but I don't use it because I love this one, this desk just the same. It's just an artist desk. Like it's set up, to do an easel, and I don't really art like that. Anyway, just asking. The next thing is I wanted to take you on the journey. So I want to try to make this card. I have never done this properly ever. I think you get some water acetate and some, oh, this thing's saying Boston powder. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this, but I'm gonna try this, and I want to make this. I think this is really cool. Now the thing is, it says take 5x7 card, which we won't be doing 5x7. We're gonna do A2 card, which is going to be 5.5 by 4.25. So let's just see what's going on. But I want to color with you. I want to show you where I'm at. Normally I would just I don't want to fussy cut her out either, but we might. Anyway, we're gonna color her up, and we're gonna use two colors. We're gonna use primary and dusk. I really like the dusk color. I wish that I don't know. I wish that the colors were a little bit more true to what they are in the sense of that, but it's okay. So what I plan on doing, normally I would just scan and cut these ladies out and then color them up, but I'm going to try my best to not do that. I'm going to try, I'm using the color red 6. If you have these, you want to color or something like that. And since she's at yoga class, or she's at home doing her self meditation, she is going to be, this is a light gloss. I just want her lips to be a different color. And then no makeup, because she's gonna take a shower right after this, and she's gonna wash her hair and everything like that, so she doesn't need the makeup. But the gloss is a little bit heavy. Okay, and now we're going to be using Flesh Tone 12. This is probably one of my favorite flesh tone markers. And now we're going to use the orange 4, as I have shown you on when I did a live stream a couple of weeks ago now. This orange actually colors a good skin tone for people of a lighter complexion, in my opinion. It just looks like she has a good tan. Can you see? I think this flesh tone is just a little bit different, but this one is cool. So what I plan on doing is trying to color this up, and then I'm gonna scan and cut it, because I really don't want to fussy cut these 4 ladies out. As you all know, and see right here on her part, if you can't tell, her part, move your finger, Brandy. You can see her scalp, but whenever I color her hair, I haven't decided what color I'm going to make her hair yet. It'll probably be a little bit different. Like, it may color over it, I'm not sure. This orange today is acting like orange. And I will probably do a separate video. It's changing though, the color's changing. I don't think I'm gonna do the bottom one like that. I'll probably pull out a more traditional skin tone color. And color with that. I pulled out my kind of favorite pink salmon from the Firefly brand. The thing about this, I feel like it's drying out. I know people don't like the arm reach, but I have stuff over there, so I do want to say excuse me. I've heard videos, people's like, excuse my reach. I'm like, get your stuff, girl. Just don't leave your arm in there the whole time, right? What? I started out stamping this with Martha Stewart. I think she's Martha Stewart, Cole, and I think this one may be, but Martha Stewart was coming out a little bit ashy, like gray and not black like I needed to be. I really need to get that Gina K Alchemy. Is it Alchemy? The black coal, the black one. I want to try that. I went online and I was like, let me try and order this, and then whatever website I was on, that's all I saw, and I was like, no, I don't want to, and the thing about this archival ink is sometimes the alcohol markers will make the ink run, so you have to be very careful of that as well. See, her eye makeup and her eyebrows are a bit wonky, but that's okay. I mean, she's meditating. She's not supposed to be beautiful, right? Unless she's shooting a movie scene, and then you have to be glamorous even when you're ugly. Yep, I said it. Okay, so we are coloring up the clothes, and you all know that I like to try to keep the clothes kind of coordinated. And I was going to say that these images of this girl in particular versus some of the other girls that I've colored is very, very detailed, which is really cool. I'm going to color her shirt this pink color, and I color her shirt that pink color too. When I was coloring, I was trying to figure out where the shirt stopped and ended, and I had to look back at the image that they had provided, like the our reference, and they had her stomach out, but I had already colored it in, so she'll just have to have one of those shirts. And I guess when I think about exercise, besides me fronting my face and like, oh, I don't want to do it, most people that are in shape, you know, and they're maintaining their shape, and even people that are not as in shape, even though I can't even say in shape, but thin people that look healthy. I don't do this, but when I was much more in shape than I am now, a lot of people, you know, like once you start to lose the weight, and I think it's a sense of being proud of what you're doing, you tend to wear less clothes. Like you may go from wearing a long sleeve shirt to cover up your body, but as you start to lose the weight or tone up the parts that you want to tone up, you start to dress less. Your clothes get go from loose to tight fitting. Maybe it's just me, but I see ladies do that all the time. And some ladies just start off naked, no matter their size, and they just continue. I think it's cool that people do that. I just prefer to keep all my clothes on. I think that it's better like that. Like my sweatpants and my yoga pants. The yoga pants have become a normal everyday wear for people. But you know, back in the day before people started wearing exercise clothes as everyday clothes, because I am definitely one of those people that wear t-shirts and sweatpants. Unless I'm attempting to be an adult that day, then I may wear casual, age-appropriate clothing. But people, you know, they wear no clothes when they work out. I saw this little girl. She wasn't a little girl. She's little to me, but she probably was in her early 20s, if that. and she was running down the street in my neighborhood, and she had on very loud color, you know, like a color that says "look at me," and it was probably a yard of material total, if that. And the street that she was running down, I always worry about people, because it's not a busy street, but it's a busy street, but no one's on the street, if that makes sense. They're doing some land development. I'm just going to color this in a little bit darker. I love this color. This violet does me right whenever I use it. The darker violets, they don't like me that much, but that's okay. So, you know, I always worry. I used to run down that street as well. Um, but now it bothers me because a cow, I was running and a cow was taking a jog as well. And then I just worry that people are up to no good. I probably do that too much. So I just usually walk in our neighborhood, like on the opposite direction when I do walk. But you know, I think that people definitely dress to get attention, and that's fine if that's what they're doing. If you've ever watched television, then you know that, what is it, Planet Fitness has a judgment-free zone. I've been into Planet Fitness before. My friend and I, she has a membership there, and so, you know, well, I don't know if you know, but you can bring a guest. I'm not sure how many times, but we went, and I don't think they have mirrors in there, but all the people in there are like beautiful, beautiful bodies, just at least in that one. So I was like, they look good, and I'm not sure if they're judging or not, but I've seen videos of people videotaping people doing crazy stuff at the gym, so I'm quite sure someone's judging somewhere. But it was fun. We were doing like you know, sets. Anyway, I love this. We're gonna scan and cut it out, and then we're gonna come back and do the other stuff. All right, so I went ahead and cut down my 2-card front. Somehow this got bent up, but that's okay. It's gonna work out. And on our go by, you can see I'm thinking Teresa Morgan is American, because these are all English American measurements, 5x7, and then it says 6 3/4. It doesn't say centimeters, so it's in inches, which is great for Brandy. However, I don't have 5x7 card blank, so we're gonna do a traditional A2 card. So that's why I have this, but you can see it's a white card base with black and then white again. The bad thing is, everyone, I'm going to show it to you very quickly, but I want to just show you the scan and cut thing, because I just like to share with you how fun it is. Now, yes, you're probably thinking, Brandon, you could have just fussy cut it out. You're right, but did I want to fussy cut it out is the question. No. And so I just put a fourth, is it a fourth? A quarter inch border around. I don't know what it is. It's the first one. If you click border, if you have a scan and cut, and it create that little white line like it was die cut out. And on the paper, they fussy cut really well. Yep, Teresa, you got it going on, honey. And then I have this extra paper left over so we can get a few more images. And I really want to get an image over here, but see, oh, I won't be doing that, but I can get some images over here, all right? So we got 4 ladies. They're in yoga class, I suppose. Now, this is the problem with wanting to do things. Do you see what this says? It says, carefully cut in, cut apart, breathe in, sentiment into separate lines of text. Using clear embossing ink to stamp breathe in several times. I have to emboss. Now, I know I just did a video about me ending what freaks me out, the Freaky Friday segment, but I hate embossing. It don't freak me out. I just cannot do it. But we're going to try it today. You know, it's nothing like taking your demons on first thing on a Monday morning, right? So let me go ahead and cut it up and get it started. Very, very, look at this. They want me to cut this thing up. I love it. Oh, Lordy. And I got out all my embossing inks because we're going to make this happen today. And I'm going to be satisfied with it. Do you see this? Look at how close. See, the camera can't even focus on it. But this F is right in another, like they really, it's not spaced out like this. It is not spaced out like this. It is like right on top of it. But we're going to make it work. And I just want you all to know, if you haven't cut up your sentiments yet and you have this magazine, good luck to you. I wish you all the best. But it's 4 little sentiments that need to be cut up. And we're going to do it. We're going to do it without complaining anymore. Okay, so I hope I provided you some comic relief thus far. We're going to try this stamp and stick glue pad by Palette. We're going to be using Martha Stewart bright white. And then the materials that you need, it says that you need to use the Clear Wow Slow Drying Embossing Pad. I don't have Wow. It also says use opaque white powder. I don't have Wow Opaque. I don't have that color. I have different colors, but not any of those. So, you know, we're going to use what we have. So let's go ahead, because they say you use Winsor Newton Pro markers. I don't have that either. But we're going to make it work. So I'm going to go ahead and do one off camera first and get all the crying out the way, and then come back and do the rest. Okay? Maybe. We'll see. Okay, so I got 2 under my belt. Did they come out like the card looks? No, but that's okay. I figure I'm going to be putting some other junk on there, so we'll see how it comes out at the end. No worries. I just have all this stuff over here. So I'm using this anti-static thing. This is a Fiskars, no, EK Tools thingy to reduce the clingage of the embossing stuff. So I think one of my concerns is, I don't know when to say when, I guess, on the heat tool, maybe, I don't know. But I do think that if you have inferior products, it may not come out as well. But I think all the stuff that I've used for this fiasco has been pretty decent products, or new products, even if they're not like wow or whatever. Because even when I did it, I think I've only been successful once, and that was with gold. So yeah, we're not gonna even discuss it. So I'm just gonna try to do this really quickly because I don't want the embossing junk to dry up. So, and what I've been doing, I don't have a bucket, as you can tell. I just have 2 sheets of paper, and what I've been doing is just recycling the and then I just add more because it's embossing powder, and at the end of all this, I'm gonna funnel it right back into this little Martha Stewart container. Right? I'm quite sure you all have tips. I know that there are people on YouTube that emboss beautifully. I've watched those techniques and tips and everything, and guess what? I still ain't going. Still not working for Brandy. So then I just shake it off. Right? And this is how it looks. And then, I don't know why I keep doing this, but I keep putting the lid back on. Right here you have the excess. I just wipe it on off. Just like that. Then I put this to the side. So the one thing I am using is a heat tool, not an embossing tool. It is a difference. I was told earlier this year, either late last year. So there could be a difference. And then I just let this run a little bit. And since it's already hot, I don't have to worry about it. And I go from underneath like this. And I'll show you what I get. And that's how it looks. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. And then we can start this other technique. All right, so I noticed I didn't do something I normally do. I usually show you the instructions right off the bat. No, I was just so excited about getting this lady cut out that it says that you're supposed to do the background first, then the lady. But you know, I'm doing it. It's okay, no worries. The one thing I don't have is I don't have all the Tim Holtz distress inks because she's usually Seedless Preserves, Broken China, and Twisted Citron. The only thing I do have is broken china. So we're going to use pick raspberry and cracked pistachio. Now I do have some of these colors in the sprays, but we're going to see how this works. I've never done this before. I've seen people do it, but I haven't. So this is how they came out so far, the embossing. Can't really see it because it's white on white, but I hope that it turns out okay. I did burn the back. I embossed from the back, not the front. So right here, I'm not sure if you can tell. But right here on this one and that one has a little bit of scorching, but I'm okay with it. I've also never done this technique, so I don't think that I have acetate in my supplies. So I just took off my some what is this? Stickers and put it on the back of another sticker. But it says have you ever did this before? I haven't. How to create a smush background. I've seen it done. I've seen Mr. Host do it himself and other people, but I've never done it. So it says basically put the color on the acetate, spritz it with water, put it on the paper. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna try that. So she wants the pink or the purple first. And let's see. I want to do it on a non-sticker side. Just stamp it up, not the company. And I'm going to try to do all of them. I got this big old water thing. It's going to be a mess. I can already feel it. That's why they say spritz brandy. All right. This don't look nothing like what she got going on. Oh, here we go. You know what? Let me do something real quick. All right, I have to do a quick test run first, and I think I need to wipe this off with some type of cloth and start over, because what I noticed is that because my spritz bottle is not a spritz, and I don't know where my little spritzer actually is, which is okay. No worries. We're going to just do it like this. And I guess I need a darker pink because that is fairly light. And then I'm going to spray it. All right, so here we go. I got the water bubbles going on. And what I did last time, I just picked some of it up because I was just like, that's a lot of water, because I don't have the spritzer that I need to have out. No worries though, no worries. And then we're just gonna plop this on over here and not be afraid of it. Here we go. Ooh, very wet and messy. So let's clean this up real quick and go on to the next one. Okay, so this is a complete and total mess. I just want y'all to know. Not a mess as in I don't like it, a mess as in it's a messy thing, especially if you don't know what the heck you're doing. So this was the last one, which I don't not like it. I don't really care about any of it right now because it still looks a mess to me. I think this was the second one, and it's okay. I think I could have put the breathe in, breathe out a lot closer, and I was thinking as I was doing this is definitely not stressful. So yeah, I need to go ahead and do some yoga myself. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the colors, the other two colors, and I wish this was a little bit darker now, just looking at the project, but that's okay because I think that their clothes will be okay on top of this. See how she's looking? I think it'll be okay. I do think I should have put the breathe in, breathe out closer. This was the first one I did, and as you can tell, the other ones are closer together after I saw what the heck I was doing incorrectly. So anyway, I'm trying not to put them on top of each other, even though you won't see the back. I just don't want them to stick together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do the cracked pistachio and the broken china, and then I'm going to come back once it's time to put all the pieces together. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we are waiting on these things to dry. They look okay. I think the original looks a little bit better, and not only that, for some reason I feel like, let me get one of these ladies over here. I feel like I don't know, the breathe in, breathe out, I don't know, doesn't stand out that much to me in my head, but it's okay. I went a little bit crazy with some and not so much with the others. I did not use 110 cardstock. I'm using Michael's 65 pound, and this is not watercolor paper. It doesn't say use watercolor paper. It just says to use black and white cardstock. So we're letting this dry. This one is probably the most damp. So we're going to put that one over by a light and let it kind of dry like that. And this one is okay. This one's okay. So we're going to go ahead and do this one. I may be only able to do one card with you all. So what I'm doing right now is I am going to stamp out the sentiment, breathe in the future and breathe out the past. I have such a mess right now. A mess. A mess, a mess, a mess. And what I'm going to do, I normally don't do this, but today is the first of many things. I actually got some embossing done properly. And it's going to be a good session because I got ink all over the place. So let's see, breathe in. Okay. I just want to make sure that it looked okay. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that right on the side of all 4 of them. And then we'll continue working while these cards dry. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put her on our paper. Now, I wanted to say one thing. Mine does not look like this, but I'm super happy. I'm glad I went ahead and carried through with even the embossing stuff. But when I look at her, and if you can tell me in the comment section, I feel like she has completely went into wherever she's supposed to be to create this sense of calmness. Like, I feel like she's just floating out there in the universe somewhere versus being plopped on a piece of paper like I'm about to do it. Like, I feel like she's actually floating. I'm going to go ahead and try to match them up with the background as best as possible. Not saying that it's going to be not easy to do because they're all the same people, but I like, this one is my favorite. My favorite of all. So we're going to go ahead and put one down, and then I'll do the rest. And well, I'll just show you how I'm going to do it. And I got these prefabricated card bases from Michael's, one of the hot buys. Right now they're having the lowest, what is it, lowest sales of the season. You know, every quarter, every 3 months they do one, because each season is 3 months, right? So go now, because the hot buy paper packs used to be $5 or $6, and now they're $8 when they go on sale for 60% off. But right now they're $5, and I'm not sure if Joann still has that 20% off coupon, but Joann's has, yesterday they had a 20% off coupon. I'm quite sure you watch some of the haul people that do haul videos, and you saw that, like, she's tilted right now, right? But this is how it's going to look, and I'll come back and show you the complete. Okay, so again, this is the reference picture, and I followed most of the techniques with the exception of a few. Like, I don't have 5x7 card blanks. I don't think I'll be looking into getting them anytime soon, only because I have a lot of A2 size cards that I need to use up. So anyway, this is the first one that I kind of did with you all. Now, I'll tell you, I'm using on this one I use a different foam tape, and this foam tape is like glue, crazy tape. As you can see, I have to pull it up because I didn't get it even. But I was not about to, you know, that whole it's just paper, start over. No, that was not the policy today after I had did all this stuff. So I just dealt with it. So they're all blank on the inside, and that's how that one looks. I like this one a lot. I'm not sure if it's because her hair is purple. I just like it a lot. So yeah. And then we have this one, and I did use the what is this, Distress Stain Twisted Citron, and I was just like, oh, that looks really good. I think that I need to find my little spritzer, the smaller one, because it was a mess. I wasted so much paper towels cleaning it up. But this is a cute one too. Breathe in the future, breathe out the past. I'm glad I got that saying right. And then here we go with this lady. I like her too. I'm not sure if I just like all of her color combinations or what, but I like her as well. And I really like that this stamp is very detailed. Like you can see like her muscles, how her foot is arched and everything. And then this is the last one. She is feeling it. I like all of them. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Um, Thank you all for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.